everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is my cousin Aaron. He is going to be joining us today. So this is actually my second video today, but I don't know if I'll upload it tonight or tomorrow. Just bear with me. I'm still trying to figure out how to do like the effects, like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever with the video, edit it and everything. But today we are going to be talking about my ghost stories. And if you have any ghost stories, I'm sure they would love to know it. So mine's really long. Like, I have a lot of ghost stories.
So pay attention, folks.
Well, do you have any before I go?
I do not. Well.
What about Charlie? The Thing?
Oh, okay. Picture it. 2004. I was a little kid, about 8 years old. We had a puppy named Charlie. Here's our kitchen, and the laundry room was attached to the kitchen.
Here, you can scoot over a little more.
And Charlie was my favorite dog. I mean, at the time, he was wonderful. But anyway, I was in the living room, and I have no clue what I was doing. I don't remember that part, but I do remember I gazed up and I seen this tall figure. It was a hooded figure, and it reached out to grab Charlie, and it had skeletal hands. And I'm not making this up. If I had had a camera back then, I probably would have took a picture of it. But like I said, I was a little kid. But that was one of the scariest moments for me in my whole life. And then he passes away later on that year from a car crash. So I don't know if that was a sign. I don't know what it was. It was scary, whatever it was. And then her brother, a few years later, he was on the trampoline at my house. They came over for a visit. And I took my digital camera out. I had a camera by now. And decided to take a picture. Just a random picture. And over his head, and I still have the picture, was a bright white orb. And I have shown it to countless people. Well, mainly family. But they debunk it as a light source. And there was no light. There was nothing, no reflective surface nearby. It honestly, it looks like a genuine orb that you'd see on one of those ghost shows, those big time ghost shows. But that was pretty spooky, but at the same time, it may have been a good spirit. I believe it was a good spirit, but I'll never know. She'll never know. He'll never know. But it was a cool thing to capture on camera. Far better than the daggum Grim Reaper or whatever it was that almost got Charlie. But that's the end of my ghost stories. Take it away.
Okay, Aaron, thank you for your story. Now, let's get on to my ghost stories. Now, this is going to be really long, so you better get your popcorn, get your Coke, and...
Not cocaine, folks.
And unless that's what you do. And just enjoy. Okay, if you're still here, thank you so much, and thank you for being on my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe. And if you like these kinds of videos, then I have a ton of them. I'm gonna try to cover what I can now, but I have a lot. So let me get started.
So lay off the NyQuil.
Yeah, unless that's what you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't mean like that.
So, I don't know where to start because I have a lot of haunted stories. Now, I guess I could start from when I was in middle school and I was going to Lumpkin County High. And I lived in this trailer with my mom and my brother. And my brother, so I had the master bedroom and my brother had the other bedroom. And And my mom slept on the couch. So just in case you guys were wondering, where's your mom? Shouldn't she have the master?
We are poor folks.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say poor.
Well, we're rich in spirit and family, so.
And then, so I'm sleeping in my bed, and then my little brother comes in screaming, Claire, my room is haunted. My room is haunted. I hear a cat in my room. There's not even a cat. Well, yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to memorize how this went down in my head, or it went down in real life, not in my head. So I'm like, oh my God, okay, you can sleep in my room tonight, and then I'm going to go to your room and sleep. So I lay down in his room. Not even 10 minutes later, I am laying there, and in my ear, so say this is the pillow and here's my ear. Literally in this ear that my pillow is covering, I hear a cat, a distinctive cat inside my ear. Yeah, and it was just really odd. And I look under the bed, there's no cat. I look outside, there's absolutely no cat. And I'm thinking, this is like the craziest thing. Like, you know, you would think like, no. So I go back to my room and I'm like, oh my God, your room is like haunted. And I know you guys are like, it's just a cat, but listen to this. A week later, my brother saw a man. It was all black. He saw a man with a cowboy hat on, figure in the house. Now, that's creepy. Now, okay, so in elementary school, I lived in
a house.
Yeah, I lived in a house. I hope I didn't live in a box. I lived in one of these houses in Dawsonville, because I'm from Dawsonville, and I hate Dahlonega.
They went to school with me for a short period of time. We're actually here in Forsyth County.
I actually do have a ghost story about Chester T too. So in this house, I'm like going backwards kind of. It's weird. Anyways, in this house, we had a cat, and it was an all black cat. And then our neighbors, we used to hang out with them a lot. Come to find out, they do witchcraft. Okay, so I'm thinking nothing of it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But we go back home one night and we have a black cat, and the cat is out. No, the cat, excuse me. The cat wasn't ours. The cat was theirs. And the cat just came to my window, and I moved a lot. Don't judge me.
It happens.
So the cat came to our window, and my TV was on and my lights were on. Next thing you know, I know that this sounds so stupid, and I was only like 5. I mean, I was only like 9. I don't know where 5 came from. But the next thing is so stupid that I don't even think I can make this up. The cat is an all black cat, and it wags its tail. Everything shuts off. The TV, the lights, and I know this sounds so crazy, and the window was completely shut. Completely shut. And so we're like, whoa. So we turn the TV and the lights back on, and the cat is somehow mysteriously in our bedroom. Do you remember I was telling you that story?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Both of y'all told me that story.
The cat was randomly, so we're like, you know what, we're just gonna keep this cat, whatever. It seemed to like us, and somehow it got in our room. That should have been a sign to not keep the cat. But so okay, now remind you, I'm 9. I do not know that cats should not be on a leash. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't want my cat to run away, so I'm going to tie it, like, it had a collar, so I tied it, like tied a rope around its like hoop thing on the collar, and I tied it to a tree, and I'm like, and there was a chair just randomly there, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I don't want my cat to run away, because I love this cat. This part's really sad.
Be prepared for it. Bring out the tissues.
So we get home from school and everything, and my cat has committed suicide. I mean, it's literally wrapped its body numerous times around the chair, and it's just hanging there.
That's depressing.
That is so sad. So, yeah.
Folks,
And-
nothing is worth, especially if you're a cat, nothing's worth doing it.
And then in Chester Tea, I would be walking down the hallway and I would hear whispers saying, Blair, Blair,
I never heard of
Blair.
heard of.
And I'm just looking around and I'm looking around and I don't see anybody. Like anybody. I asked people, did you say my name? Did you say my name? They're like, no. So that was one. Okay, I promise I'm getting into the juicy ones right now. What?
That could be took out of context very quickly.
Well, yeah,
Just
we're
kidding.
trying to keep this PG-13.
So if you're under 13, don't watch.
If you're under 13, don't watch.
I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want to do. It's a free country.
Okay, so now on to some juicy ghost stories that I have. I have a lot of them, but there's so many that I cannot even fathom and remember a lot of them. So we're just gonna go ahead and start with my old house that I used to live in. And
Which
if
one?
the one that I just moved from.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So let me tell you guys about this house. I had and I still have a weird attraction to this house. Like I feel like I feel attractive. Like I feel attracted to going over there. I want to go over there. I want to be there all the time. All the time. I don't even want to live here. I want to go back there. And when I tell you the stories, you're going to be like, why? I don't know. I have a weird,
I hadn't even heard the story, and I'm wondering why.
I have a weird, I don't know, something in my brain just wants to go back. So, I was living at this house. I was there for like 5 years, and I knew the house was haunted because when we moved in, there was a Christmas ornament in the top on the ceiling or whatever, and it would always be moving. And there was no wind, there was no air on because my grandfather doesn't like air or heat on. Nothing to create this ornament to be moving. And I mean, it was moving in such a manner that even the air conditioning couldn't do. So take this pen. This is how it was moving. If you do not believe me, ask my sister. So my sister and I were like, no. So we took it down. Now, after we took the ornament down, all of this weird, crazy stuff started to happen.
Bum, bum, bum.
My grandfather was laying in bed one night, woke up, and there was a little girl in his room. A little see-through girl about Kylie's height.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Now, let me tell you, I never saw the ghost, and thank God I didn't, but that was not the only thing there. So, I'm there, and I'm on the phone with my other cousin. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm home all alone. The only thing that's in the room with me is a dog, and she is laying on my bed, and I am standing up, and I am talking, and mind you, the dog's like literally like that big, so the dog couldn't have done what I'm about to say. And I'm on the phone, I'm just talking. Next thing you know, I feel tapping, like on this shoulder. I feel tapping on my shoulder. I am screaming, stop touching me. And it stopped touching me, and I didn't really have any experience for a week or so. But then, I don't know if you remember this, every time I would leave that house, I would, like, most of the time when I left the house, I was going to my Nana's. My aunt would come pick me up. And every time I would leave that house, you can ask her, I would have 3 scratches on me. 3 scratches on, do you not remember that?
I do not.
It was like 3 scratches one day on my leg, 3 scratches one day on my side, and no, I didn't bump into anything, I didn't scratch myself, I did not do anything. And even my Aunt Mant walked to my room and walked me out of my room, and even saw, like, I was wearing shorts, and she saw my legs when she got there, She didn't see any scratches. And then as soon as I walked out the door, she's like, oh my God, you have like 3 scratches right there. And I'm like freaking out, and they were burning so bad. Now, after that went on for about a month and a half. And then after that, we started hearing like random noises moving in the house. And my grandfather would come in there, and he'd be like, oh my God, did you just hear that noise? Did you just hear that noise? And I'm like, is it the cat? And he's like, because we had a cat. And he's like, no. He's like, I think the ghost is back. And for a while it was gone. But it came back. And I know this sounds completely crazy, but it just, I don't know. It was every day after that something started moving. And I would literally have something placed on my table in my room. I'd just put it there, and then I'd walk to the bathroom, and I'd come back, and it's gone. And then I'd be looking for it for like 3 days, and then the next thing you know, it's back where I put it. And it's just crazy. And then the final straw for me with that house is I had a bad dream one night, and it was like really weird. It was a different house, but it was that house, if that makes sense. And all the furniture was like flying and moving, and for some reason there were so many couches in the dream. And it was a paranormal thing. It was like a paranormal dream. And next thing you know, I got the feeling while I was asleep, I got the feeling of someone saying, get out now. I'm not even kidding. I woke up, I called Aunt Tanya, actually. I was like crying. I wanted to get out. I got out of that house. I did not get a good feeling. So you know when you like dream something like really bad, and it just feels like you need to get out, and you're waking up crying, you know that feeling? Yeah, that's what I had. And then the house that I am in now is haunted.
Can I tell you a little backstory?
Yeah.
This house was actually owned
But I
by
was
our...
about to say that too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
By our good friend. His name was Wayne Town. We called him Pop. And his wife, Christine, or Chris, what we call her. She's still alive. Pop, unfortunately, they lived in this house for, what, probably 20 years? So, somewhere in there. And for a brief period of time, while we were getting a new house built, we lived right down the street. We actually stayed in this house. They allowed us to stay here. They were up in Tennessee. Very good people. We would always come up here and visit Pop and play dominoes. It was fun, especially to a little kid. And Pop just had this good aura around him. You just wanted to be with him. And I remember the last time I talked to him, it was October 2017. We were talking about when he was coming back. He never came back. Because they would move back and forth from Knoxville, Tennessee, where his stepdad was at, to down here, where they lived at. Pop passed away of heart problems. Very sick for a while. Took us all by surprise. He was like I said, he was a wonderful friend to everybody. Give you the shirt off his back. And after he passed away, my step-grandfather bought this house. And he started, it just got weird. It just got weird.
Okay, so this house is haunted, and I don't know, but this house is haunted.
It's probably Pop.
And Jose was sitting in the other room right beside mine, and there was this thing dangling, and Jose was just sitting there, and he was the only person in the house. It was like a big metal piece or whatever, and he said it started moving back and forth and back and forth. And then the other night, I was laying in my bed, and I heard doors slamming, I heard footsteps and everything. So I'm calling Jose and I'm like, hey, can you are you awake? Like, are you walking around? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay, because like I'm hearing doors slam and I'm hearing footsteps. And this happened literally just last week, I think. So
It's Pop. Because Pop, he would slam doors and he had heavy footsteps. He was he was a heavy set guy.
That's the thing. I know who it is, but I just think it's really weird that everywhere I live is haunted. Let me tell you this one story about my Nana's house.
Let her tell you something.
So my brother and I were staying the night. I slept in my Nana's room one night.
With
My
Mom?
Nana... No, I did not sleep with you.
No, you were staying with Mom.
I slept in the room with my Nana, and Derek slept in the room with him. Now, this is where things get really creepy if you didn't think anything else was creepy.
Nana gets up and pulls her fake teeth out of her mouth and goes, nee, 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 nee.
So, this is supposed to be a creepy video, not a funny video.
I'm sorry, folks, if I spoiled the mood.
No, it's okay. I can cut it out. Anyways, so... I'm laying in my Nana's bed and I'm looking up and I see a black, I think I've told you this, I've seen a black figure walking on the ceiling, and it's just like so you know how when you're walking you're like face like straight up like this. Well, it was on the ceiling and it was actually like this, like horizontal, and it was just walking across the ceiling. And then it was walking from the bathroom, because the bathroom's on the right side, and it was walking out of the bedroom. And the weirdest thing is so the bathroom's here, the door to walk out of the bedroom is that way, so that way, and then Aaron's room is that way. Just to give you guys a little picture, my brother woke up the next day with a nosebleed. Now, if that's not freaky, I don't know what is. I saw a black figure walking that way, and the next thing you know, my brother has a nosebleed. Do you remember that day he had a nosebleed?
I don't. I'm sorry. There's folks.
He's useless to this video. No, I'm just kidding.
Gee, thanks. As if I already don't have enough self-esteem issues. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
No, I know.
But being in that house, I'm just gonna be frank. I've lived in this house. Well, of course, it's a different house than the old house we used to have. We've been on this area for 20 years. And the Grim Reaper and the orb weren't the only things I experienced.
Well, can we please go get a McChicken? And then we come back and talk about this.
We'll be right back, folks. Thank you for watching us.
Oh, no. We're still going to put that, we're going to mix it all together, and it's still going to be in the video. We're just going to take a break and go get some McChickens and come back before McDonald's closes.
We'll still thank them for watching and subscribe to your channel.
I already did that, though. But if you did stay for this long, I really do appreciate it, because I have no friends. And if you are my friends watching this, I know I have you. So I just
She certainly has her cousin right here.
Okay, we will be back with his side, another side of his story with the hauntings, and yeah.
And McChickens.
McChickens. Thank you guys for staying this long. Anyways, be right back. Okay, so it is like 12:15 at night, and I went to my local McDonald's so I can get a freaking McChicken, because I want one so bad. And by the way, this is just an intro. So they were closed. That's fine. I guess I know that they're not they're not 24 hours anymore. So I drive all the way to exit 17 because I'm like, oh yeah, well, they're always open. I get to exit 17 and I swear on my life, this McDonald's is closed. I just wasted 20 minutes, 30 minutes of my life trying to get some McChickens. Anyways, stay tuned for the video tomorrow, I guess. Okay, we are back, and this suddenly turned into a mukbang. So, Aaron, go ahead and tell your other part of your ghost story after I make a lot of noises. Sorry. I'm awkwardly hungry, okay? All of this food is mine. Okay, go ahead. I am done. Don't worry, I'll get that later.
I was at my house one night.
Oh, were you?
Yes. It's supposed to be serious.
Sorry,
I
I forgot.
was laying in my bed. I had my lamp on. I was watching TV. And I was going to go to sleep. Excuse me, sorry. And I was looking over where my lamp was and seeing the shadows of everything, you know, when light shines on it. And seeing my shadow. And as soon as I laid down, as soon as I seen my shadow lay down, I seen another shadow sit right back up. And I left my room. Don't remember where I slept at that night, but I left my room. And, I mean, these ain't too terrible. Me and my mom we were in the bathroom. Mom was cleaning the tub. We were talking about my grandfather, our biological grandfather who passed away when she was a couple of months old and I was born. Literally, when I was born, he died. Anyway, long story short, we were talking about him, and as soon as she turned the faucet off at the tub, the faucet at the sink turned on. And Mama said, that was Papa. Or it was Daddy. Excuse me, it's not her Papa. It's her Daddy. What else?
Just a disclaimer, this McChicken is bomb.
And another little creepy tale. I was going to the bathroom just to get something out of the closet, and I closed the door, turned the light on, you know, like you usually do. And as soon as I got to the closet door, mind you, the door's shut, light's on. As soon as I opened the closet door, the light turned off and scared the crap out of me. But that's all my ghost stories. Back to Blair.
Oh, I'm mukbanging. Okay, so let me show you guys what I got. I got a McChicken.
That's part of one.
And it's plain. Sorry, the lighting is terrible here. I got a cheeseburger plain. And I also got a lovely 4-piece McNugget. So, McDonald's, if you want to sponsor me. Oh, yeah. Aaron might be making his own YouTube channel. So, first off, Aaron, thank you for being on my channel. I hope I have you a lot more.
Oh, you will.
And if he makes his own YouTube channel, follow him. And you guys, I seriously just only want to I only want to hit 1 million subscribers just so I can have that little
gold
thing.
Button.
No, it's not a gold button, it's a silver button.
Oh.
Shane Dawson has one, and I really freaking hope Shane Dawson sees this video one day because I love him. He's my favorite YouTuber. Okay, so it was Jeffree Star. I still love Jeffree Star, but then I saw Shane on Jeffree Star's videos, and I was like, wow, I really like him more because, like, I relate to him more. And then, like, I like Morgan Adams. I like Rylan. I love Garrett. I love Garrett, Morgan, and Shane. I like Rylan, but I don't know. I feel like those three are, like, my fave. So, Shane, if you ever see this, pig, you know what I'm saying. You got a pig shirt, get it? You hear the noises? Did you just hear the noise? Did you not just hear the noise? Yep, that's my ghost. We're gonna end it right there because we just got a witness of the ghost.
Or, as we like to call him in life, Pop.
Maybe.
Rest in peace, Pop.
It might be a demon.
Let's hope not. Pray to the good Lord it's not.
Okay, If you like this video, please like it and subscribe. Thank you. I'll probably... That is my life. Literally. Bye.